Hi everyone, welcome back to another practice. So if we begin today just by coming down to the floor, sitting up nice and tall with your legs cross-legged, otherwise maybe out in front if that's more comfortable for you. So from here, we're just going to soften or close the eyes, sitting up nice and tall, really bringing ourselves out of our lower back, giving ourselves some relief in the spine. If we've been sitting down all day, we're going to soften or close the eyes and slow down the breathing. So with each inhale, we want to take a nice long inhale through the nose. And as we exhale, nice long exhale through the nose again. Then we're going to repeat the cycle. And then each time you come to exhale, see if you can match the duration of the inhale, creating a nice cycle of breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhaling in and inhaling out. As you inhale, feel the body expand, shoulders get nice and wide, side of the body really filling up. And then as you exhale, feel everything start to deflate. Make sure we're staying up nice and tall as we deflate down. Inhaling in and exhaling out. So we're going to begin with a little bit of a breathing exercise here. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale for steps of 4 and then exhale for steps of 4. And we're going to gradually build that up, see how far we can go. If you find we get to a number that's you can't quite hold it for, don't worry about it. Just take a nice little breath to see the rest of it off and then restart again. So we'll see how far we can take it today. So we'll start nice big inhale and exhale. Then we'll begin to inhale now. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4 and hold it. And exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4 and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. This time we'll go up to 5. Inhaling in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go up to 6 this time. Inhaling in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See if you can really slow down the inhale now. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keeping the exhales nice and controlled here. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Try that again. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just a few more to go. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, for these last two rounds, we're going to go up to 12. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One last time. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Very well done. It's not easy, that one, especially when you start to reach towards your limit there. Really slowing down the breath can often be difficult, especially if we're naturally breathing quite shallow. So we'll just continue on with that theme of the slow inhales, maybe taking to that count of 12 and then exhaling. Try not to rush the exhale, really controlling that out, really vacuuming in our lower abdomen as we exhale, really emptying everything out. And inhaling again. And exhaling. Okay, very nice. So from here, we're going to come onto all fours. We're going to start in tabletop pose. Again, we're stacking the knees below the waist and our shoulders on top of our elbows, on top of our wrists. Just going to do a little bit of cat pose here. So as we inhale, we're really dropping down the low abdomen towards the floor as we try and pull the chest up to look forward. And then as we exhale, really vacuuming in the lower abdomen into the back body, really curling round, pulling the hips in nice and close. And then as we vacuum out, begin to inhale, creating a nice tilt in the hips. And then exhale, opposite direction. We're just going to continue on with this for a little bit. Just making sure we really fill up the body with air. And then as we exhale, really vacuuming in the stomach or the low abdomen into the back body, ensuring we get nice and round in the spine. So inhaling up and then exhaling down. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. Okay, next time we rise up, nice flat back. We're going to curl the back toes round. We're just going to come straight down into an downward facing dog. As this is the first one of the practice, feel free to maybe pedal it out a little bit. Maybe give yourself an extra little bit of bend in the knees. That'll just ensure we can get a nice flat back. And then from there we can start to progress. But take it nice and easy on the first one. Just let your body ease into the movement. Continue to breathe nice and deeply, really opening up the chest as you inhale. And then as you exhale, really vacuuming the body into itself. Make sure your head's hanging nice and loose. Maybe give it a little bit of a wiggle to make sure there's no tension in the neck. Then on an inhale, we're going to lift our right leg up. And then exhale, bring it through to a nice low lunge. Maybe uncurling the back toes, getting up nice and long. You should be able to hold yourself to a point where if you lifted your hands up, you shouldn't be falling forward. Try and see if you can really pull the hips back, really pressing into that back foot. And that'll just ensure that you're activating everything across the legs. Just taking a moment here just to ease it out. And then as you exhale, lean back, peeling the toes towards the ceiling. Get a nice stretch up the back of the leg. Really pushing your hip band towards the wall behind you. And as you inhale, come forward. Tuck the back toes under, and then as we exhale, come back into three-legged dog, right leg nice and high, then exhale, bring it back to the floor. Then we're just going to reverse the pose, so bringing the left leg up this time, nice and high, and then exhale, bring it forward. Again, maybe uncurling the toes, putting pressure on the top of that back foot. This is excellent if you play really any sort of sport that involves the legs. You can often get really tight around the hips, especially the groin muscles. This is a nice little indicator if you're starting to feel it quite intense already. It's a good indicator that there's a little bit of work to be done there. Continue to breathe nice and deeply. Keeping the chest nice and proud. Shoulders down and away from the ears. And then as we curl the back foot, toes under, we're going to take our left foot up to three-legged dog. And then as we exhale, bringing it down to the floor. Nice long back here. Continue to breathe nice and deep. Then as we inhale, we're going to come up into high plank. And then just taking our time, lowering to the floor. Maybe uncurling the toes behind if that feels comfortable. We're going to start with our hands on the ground, elbows in line with our shoulders. head on the ground. Then as we inhale, peeling the shoulders down and away, lifting the chest up. Evenly distribute your weight across the forearm and into the back tops of your feet, coming up to nice Sphinx pose. Take a few deep inhales here. And then exhale, come down. And then we're going to take our hands just near our lower ribs, palms on the ground. Then as we inhale, we're going to peel up, keeping our hips on the ground, creating a nice stretch or a little nice bend in the top of the back here. Keeping the elbows tucked in nice and tight. And then exhale back down. And then where your hands are at the moment, I'm going to take them out quite wide, not the full length of your arm, but just take them out a little bit wider than normal, maybe out towards the elbows. Take a nice big inhale, then exhale, pull yourself up. See how high you can go while keeping your hips firmly placed on the ground, shoulders back and away from the ears, chest up nice and proud. And then exhale again back down. Bringing our hands into our low ribs again. Going to inhale and just come up to upward facing dog. So here we should only have our hands and the tops of our feet on the ground here. If it's a little too intense here, just feel free to drop your elbows. Sorry, not your elbows. Drop your knees. And that'll allow you just a little bit of support here, whilst trying to keep a nice long curve in the back, creating that nice back bend. Then we're going to tuck the toes under one at a time. Then on an inhale, really bracing in the core, we're just going to lift ourselves up into downward facing dog again. Again here, try and make sure you get a nice straight back, really embracing the stretch in the legs. And then in your own time, taking nice little baby steps, ensuring that you get your ankles to the ground each time. We're going to walk nice and slowly to the front of our mats, bringing them together. Toes together, ankles together, forward fold. So we're going to try and keep our legs nice and straight. Feel free to take a little bit of a bend here if you can't get your torso to rest on your quads. We want to start with a nice straight back first, and then the legs will eventually begin to follow. We'll let the head hang nice and loose. Maybe looking back at our knees. And keeping our hands on the floor, if that's available for you. And then as we inhale, we're going to slowly rise one vertebra at a time. There's no rush here. Just going to slowly stack the vertebra one at a time, beginning at the base or the tail, slowly building up. As we rise up, and lastly stacking our neck, bringing our chin up nice and proud. Then as we finish the inhale, raising our hands towards the ceiling, getting nice extension here, and then exhale, bring our arms to our side. Okay, from here, we're going to take our left leg back so that we're out nice and long into side triangle, or if you like the look of it, maybe a starfish if your arms are out nice and wide. But we're in wide-legged pose, and we're going to take our ankles just slightly wider than our toes, and that just ensures our toes are pointed forward. We're going to lean into the outside edges of the feet, and that'll create a nice curve on the inside of the foot. Follows our natural arch. If our arches have fallen, this is just a good way to see where they used to be, and it might help allow it to start coming back. And then we're going to bring our arms up nice and wide, nice big inhale, and exhale. Then as we inhale, we're going to bring our hands to our waist, get a nice big inhale here. And then as we exhale, we're going to pinch from the hips, pushing the bum back, and we're going to fold forward, bringing our head to the ground. And we'll start by taking our hands to the floor in line with our feet and our shoulders. We're going to keep the elbows in nice and tight. We're going to raise our back up to nice flat back. Inhale here. Then as we exhale, fold forward, letting the head hang loose. Again, maybe giving it a little bit of a wiggle just to make sure there's no tension in the neck. And we're just going to breathe here for a little bit. Inhaling in nice and deep, followed by a nice long exhale. Then on your next inhale, we're going to rise up to a flat back. Exhale, bring our hands to our waist. Inhale, rise up to standing. Then exhale, arms to the side. Inhaling, we're going to bring our hands to our waist again. And then as we exhale, we're just going to go full over this time, keeping our hands on our waist, coming down, letting the head hang loose again. If this feels too intense at any point, feel free to introduce a little bit of a bend into the knees. And that will allow you to keep nice and strong without it feeling too intense on the body. Then from here, you want to see if you can maybe put a little bit of your body weight into the fronts of your feet. That might begin to allow you to maybe get a little bit lower. Just continue to breathe. Take note of any tightnesses and see if there's a way to just mindfully see if there's a way to try and maybe soften that muscle. Even if it's only in the mind's eye, just pretend like it's softening, and you never know, the physical might follow. Then inhale, we're going to rise straight back up to standing. Then exhale, arms by our side. This time we're going to take our hands behind us and we're going to clasp the hands together nice and tight in a bind. And then pull the shoulders nice and far away from us. If this is too intense, feel free to just grab opposing elbows or maybe our forearms. Just go pull the shoulders back and away. And as we take a nice big inhale, get up nice and tall, chest nice and proud. And then as we exhale, folding over again, straight over this time. And then as we inhale, rise straight back up nice and strong to standing. Exhale, arms up nice and wide. Then for the last fold, we're going to take our hands to our hips this time. Nice big inhale. And then exhale, folding over. If you've got the room for it, maybe taking our middle and index finger, scooping around the big toes, and pressing into the toes nice and tight so that we've got a nice firm grip here. Otherwise, if that's maybe a bit too far, maybe holding on to the shins or maybe the front of the ankles here, just wherever you can get a grasp of today. Gotta take a nice big inhale, come up to a flat back. Then exhale, fold over, elbows up nice and high. And then with your fingers locked in place, try and see if you can use that pull just to help pull you a little bit further towards the floor. Remember to keep the shoulders back and away from the ears. Then as we inhale, we're going to come up to a flat back. Exhale, bring our hands to our waist. Inhale, rise up nice and strong to standing. And then exhaling, bring our feet together nice and close. Okay, from here we're going to rise up nice and tall, arms towards the ceiling. And as we exhale, folding over straight to the floor. Inhaling, coming up with a nice flat back, up nice and tall. And then exhaling one more time. Okay, from here, we're going to take our feet just a little bit wider than hip width so that we're out nice and far, toes slightly out, so we're in a nice start for a bit of a squat pose. Then as we exhale, we're just going to come down as far as comfortable. If you're struggling to keep on top, keeping your ankles on the floor, feel free to use a block or maybe a cushion just to help elevate so you've got a nice firm grounding here. And then we're going to take our elbows, push the knees out nice and gently, mind you, we don't want to be forcing this, and take in prayer position with the hands. We're going to try and keep our chest up nice and proud and just breathe into the space. Keeping ourselves here nice and strong again. We don't want to just be slumping into this pose. Evening the pressure throughout the feet. Keeping the shoulders back and away from the ears again. And then as we exhale, coming out of the pose, coming to seated position. Again, feel free to use any blocks or supports you feel comfortable with, just to help raise us out of our lower back. And then we're going to bring our feet together in front of us into cobbler's pose, peeling open the feet like you're reading a book, fingers behind the toes, thumbs on the base of the feet, opening them up, and then using your elbows to push out the inside of the legs, creating a nice intense groin stretch here. We're just going to breathe. Feel what that's doing to the body. Feel where you can feel that most. See if you can mentally find the source or the surrounding muscles of the source, and see if you can start steadily, one by one, just turning them off, allowing them to soften. We'll take a nice big inhale, and then exhale, leaning forward. Our intention is to try and get our head to the floor beyond our feet. We're not trying to curl over here. We're trying to extend the spine. The longer you find the spine, the more you might find it easier to fold forward. At the same time, we're continuing to splay the feet open, really pressing down on the inside of the leg. Then on an inhale, we'll come back up to a nice tall position. And then in your own time, either opening up the legs nice and straight, or maybe crossing the legs over. Going to sit down in a nice comfortable position, softening or closing the eyes. Going to stack the spine again, getting nice and tall, bring ourselves out of our lower back, tucking the chin very slightly, imagining that mannequin string pulling you from the crown of your head upwards. We're just going to breathe nice and deep here. Try and mimic the types of breath or the durations of breath you were taking at the start of the class. Really slowing down the inhale, nice and controlled. And then as you exhale, really slowing it down, not just letting the air escape, but controlling the output until you really vacuum in the lower abdomen, emptying out before you begin to breathe again, inhaling in, exhaling out. And then if your eyes are still softened or closed, feel free to flutter them open, allow the light back in, and thank you for joining me today. As always, whatever you're doing today, I hope you have a great one. Bye now.